Hello and a very warm welcome. In today's video, Lance Stroll gonna get his ass handed to him. Another rant participating on the channel. Over to you, the Canadian national embarrassment, Lance Stroll. 26 years of age. He's been here 7, 8 years. I've had enough of him now. He's got to go. Every man and his dog knows he should go. But we're clinging on. And Lawrence Stroll, we want to win in F1. We want to win in F1. I've got Adrian Newey in. Well, get rid of your son, if you're serious. When is the cut-off point? Brazil is so funny, so embarrassing, and honestly, Canadians want this guy deported. He is an absolute joke to have the Canadian flag above his name. I mean, honestly, Canada, is that the best you can produce, Lance Stroll? It's embarrassing of the highest level. You've had Latifi, shit. You've had Lance Stroll, shit. You've had Jack Villeneuve, the worst ever world champion. When is the next Canadian coming through? He absolutely joke. National embarrassment. Lance Stroll. I mean, when's it end? When's it end? I mean, honestly, Brazil is so funny. It's like, Lance Stroll is usually good in the wet. He's gone off on the formation lap, which is bad enough. He's touched the brake. He's gone spinning off at turn 4. I mean, that's bad enough. But then he's gone down the path. Instead of reversing back up the path and rejoining the race, go back to the pits. I mean, it's a long race. It's tricky conditions. Anything was possible. Points were probably on the table. And you've not reversed back up the path. You've gone left straight into the gravel to get beached. I mean, this is an F1 driver, the best in the world, who's paid an absolute bucket load to not even go back up the path. He's gone straight into the gravel trap and got beached. And then you think that's bad enough. It doesn't even end there. The Brazil fans started chanting Drogovic, Drogovic, Drogovic at him. Absolute shit. Shithouse who needs sacking. Sack him now, Aston Martin. Get a pair of bollocks behind you. I mean, you bring in Adrian Newey, but what are you actually bringing him for? For Lance Stroll to be on the limit and not get out of Q1 in an Adrian Newey car. This is humiliation. This is a national embarrassment for Lance Stroll. I mean, where do you start with him? Look at last year. Alonso, 8 podiums. Lance didn't even touch the podium. And I'm sorry to say, I think he'd be lucky if he could spell podium at this rate. He's a national embarrassment. Canadians should be disgraced. Honestly, if this is the best you can produce, I mean, it's honestly, looking from the outside, it's embarrassing. I have a Canadian subscriber who lives close to Montreal, keeps me updated, and it's shit. Latifi, Stroll, Jack Villeneuve, probably F1's worst world champion. Rubbish. 13th in the drivers on 24 points. Lance Stroll, ladies and gentlemen. He finds himself behind Nico Hülkenberg in a Haas. Gasly in an Alpine. An Alpine that qualified on the back row at the start of the season. Yet good old Lance is behind them in the drivers. He scored 24 points all season. What is wrong with this guy? I mean, he's conning a living at this point. Conning a living. If we're shit at our job in real life, we get binned, we get sacked. But Lance is clinging on because his dad, I mean, behind Hülkenberg, 1'1", Gasly. It's embarrassing. He's almost behind Ocon as well. We've seen some comical moments by Lance Stroll, but this takes the absolute biscuit. To spin off on the formation lap was bad enough, but then to go left and beach it in the gravel is hilarious. But then to top it all off by getting absolute bodied by the Brazilian fans, Drogovic. I mean, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Aston Martin cannot be taken seriously till they get rid of this guy. Like I say, Lawrence Stroll talks a good game. He's got Newey in. That's an absolute masterpiece. But like I say, he's got to go and get a Max. Max and Alonso, Aston Martin dominate the sport. They're not dominating anything with Lance. Lance will cost you the constructors, as he did last season in 2023. A good package, no podium. And then 24 points this season. Canadians must be embarrassed if that's the best they can produce. Rear lock into turn 4 on the formation lap. Does not reverse up the path. Left into the gravel, wet gravel, beached, destroyed. And the whole world, millions have just seen you make an absolute tit of yourself. I mean, honestly, massive opportunity missed with the conditions. Lance, usually good in the conditions. And we have these moments of brilliance by Lance, but it's once every 2 years. We've seen him deliver. A pole position at Turkey. Arguably could have won that race as well. He's had a couple of podiums in the past. Azerbaijan could have had... Yeah, he could have got second. Bottas beat him to the line. Yeah, he's had a couple of podiums. But now he has to go. He's a disgrace. He's an embarrassment. It's so painful to watch this guy drive in F1. Are you telling me there's not better out there? There's people begging for a chance. Felipe Drogovic, F2 champion, still not being given a drive. Teo Pourchaire still scratching his ass on the sidelines. But we'll give Lance year after year as he cons a seat and gets paid millions to do a shit job. Yeah, a national embarrassment, Lance Stroll. Canadians would have this guy deported quicker than you can say Lance Stroll. Wow. What can you do? It's like, oh, I'm stuck in the gravel. Bring it back to the pits, Lance. Will, I'm stuck. Get out. Out, out, out. Sack him now, Aston Martin. I've had enough of this bullshit. Yeah, give someone else a chance, because enough is enough. And if you want to be taken seriously in this sport, you need to bin him. And Lawrence Stroll, grow some balls. You grey-haired billionaire, grow some balls, sack your son, and become greats in F1. Unfortunately, Lance is awful. Rubbish.